And then finally here in the first part, the first phase of the 26-week Internet Marketing Plan is week 6, visitor tracking. It's really essential to actually insert this visitor tracking code at the very beginning before you do lots of internet marketing, because you need to know where your visitors are coming from. You need to know things like, the technical aspects, what browsers they're using, how long they're actually staying on your site as well. Are they staying an average of 3 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes? And what they're actually doing when they browse your site, how many pages they're viewing, which pages they're actually viewing as well. Do they actually come back again as well? Are they unique visitors that come to your site and never come back again? So you need to know what percentage of users are actually coming back for more, and how you can actually encourage users to come back for more. Perhaps you do need to add new web pages, new services more often, and encourage people to come back and better build relationships with people if you do that. And finally, how do you improve your conversion rates? You can do that if you analyze your tracking there as well. Now, the best piece of free software tracking for website statistics, for visitor stats, is Google Analytics. It's better than many paid programs. You can get paid programs out there, but a lot of people, swear by this particular software, and it's really worthwhile just registering for free and actually installing this code on your website. That's the Google Analytics website. All you do is actually register for a Google account if you don't have one already. So kind of email and password in there if you do. So sign up for your free Google account, register your website. Now, what you need to do is, when you're registering your details, you need to set what's called a goal with a monetary value. Now, what a goal is everyone should have a target in terms of visitors for your website. Even if you're not selling things online, then you're wanting people to complete a form for requesting more information. If you're wanting people to do that, then obviously you will have a landing page that people land on, your thank you page, after they actually complete the form. That's your goal page. That's the page that you want people to land on after they actually complete their name and email address and press submit. So what you need to do in terms of actually getting your goal is you enter your goal URL within Google Analytics, you call it a goal name, and you enter step 1 of your goal here, which is obviously probably a home page on your website. Step 2 may be a category page, or it may be straight to your form page where people are actually filling out information. And step 3 will probably be your thank you page. So the great thing about goals, you can measure the percentage of people that actually drop off through the process. How many people are actually hitting your homepage, then falling off and not going any further, not getting to your form that they actually have to fill in. And how many people are perhaps even getting to the form page and thinking, that's too much information, I'm not bothering out to fill out that, I'm not even going to fill out that information. So unless you get all that data, then you won't know what's failing on your website, and you won't be able to improve those rates. So it's so essential that you set up these goals. And what they mean by set up a monetary goal is you can actually set a goal value. So if you know, for instance, that let's say your average purchase price of something that you sell is £1,000, just for example, and you know that 1 in 20 people that inquire about your product actually purchase it, then you know that your value of your lead is £50. So that's just an approximation, but you pop £50 in there because you know that that's your value of your lead. And if you do that, then Google will give you a lot more stats and actually say, well, that means that every person who lands on your home page is of value of £2 to you, because you know that certain percentage of people will go through the process of actually filling out all your forms. So you'll be able to really focus on your conversion rates and your value of people hitting your home page, and it'll help you with your advertising campaigns as well, because you'll know how much you can actually afford to spend on getting visitors to your site, because you know exactly precisely how much your visitors are worth. If you don't know precisely how much your leads are worth, take a guess, take a punch, put a value in there. Because unless you have a value in there, you don't have access to all that information. And the more information you've got, the better chance you will have of amending the information in the future and perhaps getting a better financial figure in there for your goal value. So just going back here, you need to actually place the code for your Google Analytics within what's called the /body tag. So just at the bottom of your coding for your website, you can get your coder to do that if you're concerned about doing that. But all it is this little bit of code here within Google Analytics. You insert that code in your website, and as soon as you insert that code in your website, you'll be able to track everything. You'll be able to track things like where your visitors are coming from, what keyword phrases they're using, which search engines they're using, which links they're sending to your website, what they're doing. So all this data, but you won't be able to do it unless you actually install it. So I'd certainly, if you haven't got Google Analytics installed in your website now, one of the first things you should do, get the code installed, then start tracking visitors before you do all your internet marketing. Then you'll see what's successful and what's not. You can put it in there and then forget about it, and then 2 months later, 3 months later, have some really good stats to analyse and improve your marketing in the future.